statement?
Obviously a tough, tough weekend for us, but we gotta regroup here and get ready for Northern.
Is there anything from the weekend? You noted this has to be worked on come Monday, come this week in practice.
I didn't think we played to our identity. Certainly not Friday night, a little bit better Saturday night. But when you're not focused on playing the right way from the start of the weekend, sometimes you don't get the bounces on the second night. And so we need to continue to focus on our identity and how we play with purpose, with meaning to our game. So that was really the message coming out of the weekend. We've got to get back to what we do.
Cooper gave progression. Seems like he's more comfortable out on the ice. Can you talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Cooper's been, one of those guys, along with a lot of his teammates that were freshmen a year ago, that have continue to take steps in their game. Certainly, I think what he does off the ice helps in terms of his strength. And then he's just really focused on his role and playing his role every day in practice, which allows him to do it in games. And we've had good conversations about his role, and I think he's accepted it and really has taken it to another level.
I got a question for Brian Steeg. The conference, it's hard to predict each week. I think first place is up for grabs for anybody.
I mean, we've played, I think there's been 4 league games, so I don't know that I can really comment on that. I know we're playing a very talented, good Northern team this weekend, and we obviously had what I would call a setback, and so we have to continue to worry about our game. And maybe in January you can ask me that question. I'll have a better answer for you, but at this point I don't know. I haven't seen everybody, so can't comment on that.
And an untrained eye here, notable the physicality uptick from game 1 to game 2. Was that something, if you agree with my statement, was that something preached from you, or something that the guys kind of took accountability for it and felt like they needed to be more physical in game 2?
I think you're correct in that, only because Friday night I don't think anybody touched anybody. As my dad would say, you could skate around with a dozen eggs, you probably wouldn't break one of them. So certainly on Saturday, when we started to play our identity, now, it seemed like we were more physical, but in the end, we just started to play our game. And Friday we didn't.
And then another question from Ryan. Offense, again, 2 goals on Friday, no goals on Saturday. Is there a reason for the inconsistency?
If I knew that, I'd make a lot more money. It's a concern. I actually think structurally we've played better the second night. So I don't have a real good answer for you. We have to execute better. We've got to get more traffic in front of the net. So I'll give you all the coaches kind of talk. At the end of the day, the outcomes haven't been there. And so we need to focus on getting better in the process, being a little bit hungrier around the net. And those are things that we have to do that are in our control during the week in preparation. At the end of the day, our athletes have to perform. And like I said, I think our structure has been good on the second night, but so have the teams we've played. And so maybe you got to fight through a little bit more, which we got to work on in practice to get ourselves to that level.